ground. It's Irving to start the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down inside the 10.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Buccaneers first in the season opener.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And complete to Drake London.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 yards there, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to.
Bijan Robinson,
A 21-yard touchdown run.
and the Falcons are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Extra point up and good by Vick. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Vick now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. It's second down.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
A run up the middle with Irvin.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Emeka Egbuka
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Bucs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
They'll try and throw for it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Got it. Ready?
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
They'll drop the throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Bucs are able to stretch out their lead.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Falcons 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Alert! Alert! Get it!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson,
already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
Complete to Cade Otton. A gain of 21 yards.
He'll look to throw.
They'll check this one down to Gainwell.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Falcons' 26-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
They'll set up to throw.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
An audible here to get a new look.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Keeps the score. Buccaneers 26. Falcons 14. Chase McLaughlin.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Robinson with another carry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up for them the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
That's complete to the tight end Warner.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Charlie Warner
For 21 yards away.
And the Falcons are back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will get him one closer. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They run out of the gun with Irvin.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go, set. Cowboys.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. And that is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Cowboy 80, trap 60, trap 79 Broncos.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On the jump.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On play action, they'll throw. And it is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Robinson up the middle.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Now Folk for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays and the right reads.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Irvin.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And that's It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a two-point conversion up. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 6, ready? Cowboy, 65, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
At the 42-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Here we go.
Back to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That's out wide with Robinson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
70 tempo.
Back to throw.
Into the hands of London.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Like 79 Broncos.
He's back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
19 like Warriors 70.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the two-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
He was brought down by James Pierce. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Buccaneers, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium.